As an introduction to our business, we are an Australian-listed and Australian-based business. We have developed a new process technology in Australia over the last 5 years, and we are now entering manufacturing of a full range of very high purity aluminium products, including high purity alumina for the lithium-ion battery sector and for the LED lighting sector. Both sectors are very important technology themes for the global push towards decarbonisation. Our process can produce high purity aluminium products at lower cost, higher purity, and much lower carbon intensity than existing technologies. Our company is building its production through 2 stages. Our first stage will be entering production later this year in Gladstone, Central Queensland. A quick introduction to how our products are important for lithium-ion battery technology. The global adoption of e-mobility and lithium-ion battery technology, I think, is well understood. And the role of metals like nickel and lithium and graphite also well understood. But these technologies also require high purity alumina inside the battery cell on the lithium-ion battery separator to control heat and to ensure the safety of the cell. And increasingly, the adoption of aluminium materials that we make into the cathode production is increasingly important for lithium-ion battery technology. The other key technology that we supply is the LED lighting sector. Our products are now actually being sold already into the sapphire market. The sapphire market is the substrate on which all LED lighting is built. And we also sell aluminium high purity alumina for LED phosphors. And this will become increasingly important as the micro LED technology continues to build and dominate over the next 5 years, led by Korean companies, including Samsung. Micro LEDs are predicted to eventually replace most consumer electronic displays and ultimately portable computing displays. And it will require huge volumes of high purity alumina to supply the phosphors and for the LED substrates. Here is the full range of Alpha's high purity products. We believe our products are the highest purity in the world. We believe they are have the lowest carbon footprint in the world. And when we finalize our second stage production, Alpha HPA plans to be the largest single site production for high purity alumina and high purity aluminium materials. These include our precursors, which are aluminium nitrates and aluminium sulfates. Both products are key precursors for the lithium-ion battery sector. In particular, aluminium sulfate as a dopant in lithium-ion electrode cathodes is increasingly important as the market moves to high nickel cathode production. High purity alumina we make in powders and in pellets for sapphire glass. Here is the company's production site under construction in Gladstone, Queensland, and we're very pleased to have recently announced the support of the federal government, both the Critical Minerals Office, to support this factory to increase its production of high purity alumina for sapphire glass, and also from the Australian government in support of the second stage project. We also have key partners in the industry. Rio Tinto supply the company's aluminium feedstock, and Orica, another major Australian company, has partnered with us to supply our chemical reagents to the project. As I mentioned, very good support from the Australian government, both from the Critical Minerals Grant, which we announced yesterday, and for the much larger $45 million grant to support the full-scale project. And we are also working actively with Australian government lenders. This is our first stage factory in 3 dimensions. This will be online from September 2022, and we are actively seeking customers in the lithium-ion sector for our aluminium precursors from this project. This is the project when complete. Another photograph of recent construction of our factory in Gladstone, and an idea of how our company will scale from our first stage in yellow to our second stage, our much larger second stage, which is due to start in 2024. This will, as I mentioned, will be the largest single site production of high purity aluminium materials. Our process is an Australian developed and Australian owned proprietary process technology. It is a brand new way of purifying aluminium and making high purity alumina and high purity aluminium products. Our process is shown here as a flow sheet. Its key advantages, once again, are very high purity, very low carbon, and it also has the ability to produce a full range of high purity alumina-based products, from aluminium oxides to aluminium nitrates, aluminium sulfates, and aluminium hydroxides. As I mentioned, we estimate our process is about 1/3 of the carbon footprint of the current production process for high purity alumina. And this is very important for us as a business because we manufacture decarbonizing products, but it's important for us to also do that in a way that is very low carbon. And as our products are being used in decarbonizing technologies, we are very keen as a business to be part of the decarbonizing solution. We do operate a small factory already in Brisbane, and this can supply products immediately to any end users and off-takers who request product for qualification. We have over 80 qualification samples distributed around the world right now. And that is the end of...
Thank you, Rimas, for your presentation.